Hey everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to day 3 of the Success Jam. Woohoo! Yes.
Woo!
The Success Jam. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to give you a few moments to jump on, but we want to welcome you from wherever you are in the world today.
Yes.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, yes, yes. So come on in and join us. Come on in and relax with us just a little bit.
Yes.
All righty, all right. How do you say? Yes, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Yeah,
The
so
soiree.
yes, the soiree coming up in July.
Yes.
Super excited about it because we've got so much action packed. Hey Valerie, hey Val, come on in, everybody, come on in. Welcome to the Life by Design community, to Ethos community, to Duquesa's community in the Bahamas and around the world,
Yes.
and our communities that are around the world. Welcome to all of you, Deborah Bradley's community, and every other community that's present that we
Yes.
may not know to mention your names. Listen, we just want to welcome all of you. We are here to talk about women in leadership. Listen,
Yes.
so far, this is day 3. It has been a powerful conversation, and the conversation keeps getting better and better and better. And yes, we've even had some men come in and join us, so we're super excited. We're super excited to be here. I want to introduce to you my co-host Alicia Houston. Say hey, Alicia.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to have you on day 3 of Success Jam with our beautiful guest, as I call her Triple D, as you see, Duquesa D. Dean in his house today.
Yes, 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 yes. So excited, so excited. Listen, y'all, let's do some disclaimers real quick. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, hey, hey. When you see me looking down and looking away, I'm monitoring Facebook. I'm answering. I'm looking to see who's commenting. So that's one. I have to tell y'all, yesterday was such a powerful conversation. I don't know if you were on the conversation yesterday, but it was such a blessing. Today's going to be the same thing. But
Yes.
yesterday, while this whole conversation was happening and Deborah is talking about curveballs, I don't know if y'all saw me, I was doing this and all that. I had some curveballs being thrown at me while in the conversation.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And sometimes, Duquesa, Alicia, you know that we have to know how to show up in the middle of the storm.
Yes.
We've got to be able to maneuver. We've got to, we can't stop, although we may feel like it. And so, what I am finding is that as the storm comes, not only does it help you grow, not only does it build resilience, it builds your resilience muscles. And you just have to know how to navigate through all of that. And so while the live is going on StreamYard and on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere, I'm doing all this stuff. When we finally got off the quest, I told ladies, I said, man, I was managing so many things in the back scene. It was like, whoa. But this is what happens with life. And
Yes.
when life hits you, doesn't necessarily mean that you stop what you're doing. You have to keep doing it. And the reason that you don't stop is because your destiny is created.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
already
Yes.
done.
Come
Your
on, sis.
destiny is created. You just got to make it the decision to now walk in your destiny.
Come
So with
on.
that being said, Alicia, I don't know if you want to add anything, but I want to introduce you to Duquesa D. Dean, the Triple D, as Alicia. And so I'm going to have her reintroduce herself. But this is one thing I know about her. She's a powerful woman, right? She's a powerful woman. And what she shares is just so enlightening. She's a powerful woman, let's say first. Then she's a powerful woman of God. And she's a powerful entrepreneur running several businesses, doing several things, corporate leadership in the Bahamas.
Come on, say that part.
In the Bahamas. She has an international magazine that I was in that is all over.
Come on now.
Over the world, focusing on women and women in leadership. Y'all, and I'm gonna ask her to give the name and tell a little bit about her magazine and do all of that. But I mean, she is just phenomenal, and she has a beautiful smile.
Yes, she does.
So I am honored to introduce her. I'm honored for her to be in my community. You know, we're a part of each other's community because
Yes.
it's about compliments. It's not about competition. How
No.
can I support you? Let's do this together. Let's do life together. Let's
Yes.
grow together. Let's
Yes.
walk in our destinies together because
Yes.
our destinies were created, right?
Yes.
Destinies are created. Come on, Duquesa, let's go. Let me greet. Hey, Bert, thanks for joining us again. Thank you. Hey, Ani. And then I will keep looking at the different ones. But go ahead, Duquesa, and introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Esther, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here with you and Alicia and everyone that's watching and that will watch the replay.
Yes.
I am so thrilled to be able to share this community with you because community is what it's all about. We're better together. When people ask me who I am, the very first thing that comes to my mind is that I have been purposed to help women navigate the darkness. So that
Mm.
happens in many different forms. You know, sometimes when we look at our lives and all of the experiences that we have gone through in life, we believe that that brokenness is meant to destroy us, but that brokenness is meant to give us a foundation upon which we can build to serve
Yes.
the world. It is from our pain that we
Yes.
can find purpose. And so throughout the entire course of my life, I navigated so many painful experiences. I had a troubled teen life, domestic abuse. I came to the place of sitting on my floor, tapping, ready to tap out on life by some miraculous feat of God. I did
Mm.
not do that, and I'm still here today. And
Mm.
so it's important for me to use those experiences to bring glory and honor to the world, to share my gifts and to be a guiding light. So I do various things that help women. I'm president of a cancer support group. We help women navigate cancer and learn to thrive after treatment. I'm also president of a youth organization using all of the experiences of my teen years to help them build self esteem, self
Yes.
value, to learn how to love themselves, leadership skills, social skills. I run the Evolving Woman magazine where we feature women from all over the world. They share their
Mhm.
stories so that other women could know that they're not alone. They can see
Mhm.
the stories and see how other women have come through different situations. And that can give them hope and inspiration that no matter what they're experiencing, they too can find their way out.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So if you hear us call her Triple D, you all know, right? And because she is the
A
real
D.
triple, I'm not saying
D.
triple threat. She's the triple glory. Okay, I love it.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. We've got many people joining on the different sides. Hey, Rosalind, and again, I don't want to get into called names, but thank you, everyone. Duquesa, let's continue with that conversation. Destinies are created. By the way, let me give another disclaimer, y'all. You're only going to get an appetizer. I
Yes,
just want to tell you guys that. Please
yes,
do not come expecting a whole meal here. Don't come don't come expecting the smorgasbord, right?
yes, yes,
Expecting an appetizer because what we're doing is that we're bringing you powerful women in leadership that have gone through something, all of
Yes,
us.
yes,
And many of us, we're navigating all of this while we are rising or lifting. We're challenging. Why? Because we're mothers, we're daughters, we're CEOs, we're entrepreneurs, we're professionals, we're caretakers of our
woo,
parents, of our loved ones. Come on, we've got we hold several hats, and unless we know that our destinies are created, we
yes,
may be ready to say we're done. I don't know
yes,
about y'all, but sometimes I'm like, you know what?
yeah,
I'm done.
yeah,
And so that's what's powerful about everyone that we're bringing on is that they have been there, done that, but still doing it
yes,
yes,
and
yes,
going to the next level in it. They're
yes,
not stopping.
yes.
yes.
So, Duquesa, talk to us some more
Listen,
about
I want to talk
destinies are
about,
created.
yes,
Yeah.
destinies are created. You know, I want you to think back to that time in your life when perhaps you were a little girl or a little boy and you had a burning desire in your heart to become something or someone. Some of us are born with that, and there are others of us who have to, by trial and error, learn what we want to do in life, but it's never by happenstance. When I talk about the fact that destinies are created, there are a few things that I want to share with you. First of all, the power of choice. we talk a lot about wanting to fulfill our destinies. We talk a lot about the destiny or the end result or the dream, but we don't talk enough about the fulfillment of that destiny or of that dream. Now, here's the thing. The very first nugget I want to drop for you today is that thoughts drive actions. And I want you to type that in the chat for me, because in order for your destiny to be created, it's super important for us to master our thoughts. Now, here's how that model works. Thoughts lead to emotions. Emotions lead to action. It doesn't matter what we do, whether we say we are logical, we are emotional, it doesn't matter. The very first thing that happens is we have a thought. And when we get that thought, we attach an emotion to that particular thought. And that is where we take our action from, or our inaction. Because believe it or not taking action is a decision. And so destinies are created by decisions and choices.
Can
It's
I
what
just
we
stop you for a
decide to do.
second?
Yes, ma'am. You go right ahead.
Because you just said that taking action is what? Decision? Did I hear that right?
Yes, it is a
And
decision.
not taking action.
It's a decision.
I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
we
I love
have
it.
to be
Yeah.
very clear on that. So, for those of you who are watching, I want you to go ahead and make sure you type that in the chat, that choices direct destiny. Very first thing I want you to know, that your choices will either take you in the direction of your dreams and your goals, or they will not. Secondly, your thoughts are going to drive your actions. So, whatever you believe in your mind, that is what you are going to make come true. So if you are creating your destiny, it is super important for you to then become grounded in who you are, your virtues, your values. So the foundation, and at the root of you, you are solid, so that people, circumstances, and other such things cannot cause you to become uprooted. When we are grounded in who we are, it is easier for us to make the choices that will align us with our destiny. It is easier when we are in alignment to make the choices that will align us with our destinies. So thoughts drive emotions.
Yes.
Emotions fuel our actions. Alicia, I see you laughing, girl. Tell me what you
Yes, because
Yeah.
I am just like, wow, because what I am hearing is that it is about, so I have a background in science, okay? So I'm just going to disclose that. And so when I think about, before we move into the research, right? Before we actually get into it, there is this phase of preparation called preparatory to
That's
research.
it.
And that's what I am equating that with, right? So that's the language that I hear in my head. It's like the preparation, right? Because so many of us are asking for things, but there is a state of preparation. So we need to be prepared. And in the preparation, what I'm hearing from you, Triple D, is there is work in preparatory stage.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that, Alicia. I am so glad, because I want to touch some sensitive subjects today. And I think that a lot of women navigate these subjects, and one of them is boundaries, right? A lot
Ooh,
of times
come
we
on.
reject these boundaries because we believe that the boundaries are to protect us from what's out there, right? There are two things I want to say about boundaries as it relates to creating your destiny. One, the boundary can keep people out. But two, boundaries are really designed to protect what's inside. It's designed to protect what's inside. So when we create boundaries, we sometimes create boundaries using perceptions. And perceptions are things that we assume. They are things that we generate through a thought in our mind that leads us to an emotion that leads us to take action. So let me give you an example of what that looks like. You may say, I want to become the world's best cook. This is a destiny that you have established because you've been given talent. Your strength lies in the ability to go in the kitchen and know what spices to throw together, know what to do to create this masterful meal. And so your destiny has, in its infancy, been established for you. And so now it's your time to decide what you're going to do with this destiny that's sitting in front of you in its infant stage, which requires you to take some action. But your perception of the world around you can cloud you. Because if in your mind you are thinking, one, that you're not good enough, that two, you don't have what it takes, that three, nobody is going to support you, that four, the world is too big and you don't know where to go, what to do. If you start with the negative self-talk, then your perception is now creating a negative emotion. And that negative emotion is shackling you. And it's shackling you, preventing you from taking the correct action to
That's
create
right.
your destiny. You all know what I'm talking about. You feel me?
Yeah, I like to also, to put it another way, is that where the mind goes, the body follows.
There you go.
Yep.
Where the mind goes, the body follows. So where my mind is going to go, my body is going to follow that. And that many times, if my mind is focused on the negative, I automatically begin to move myself in that direction. My
Yes.
perception and everything,
Yes.
and you know what? Our perception is our reality.
Yes.
Our perception, and so the reality that we would live in might not even be the truth. It's just our perception, and so therefore we walk in that direction. Good stuff, Duquesa. Good
I have
stuff.
to,
We
Absolutely.
create that environment. Go
Yes,
ahead,
we
Alicia.
create it.
Yes,
yes.
yes,
And when we create it, we respond to it.
Yes.
oh yes. We respond in our action, in everything,
Yes.
everything that we do. That I think sometimes is what we don't realize
Yes.
is that it affects not one thing, not one area of life, everything that we
Yes.
do. So if you're ever wondering, why am I not successful, or why am I not as successful, or this, or why can't I hit the glass? Is it the glass ceiling they call
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
it be
Mm-hmm.
that what you're thinking?
Absolutely. Because
Could it be,
yes,
yeah,
thoughts
that you're
drive actions.
I want
Now,
to.
now,
your
now,
destiny?
go ahead, Alicia, because I want to
So,
shout at them today.
yeah, because I just want to touch on what you said, and it's really funny because Bert's comment was very similar, because you really said there was a qualifying word there: infancy. See, a
Yeah.
lot of times things are in their infancy, and we think they're in their maturation, and
Yes.
you're not
Ooh, that's
mature.
good.
And
That's
so we are
good.
in the infancy stages. And so a lot of times that negative emotion, right? That emotion, that fickle feeling, that
Yes.
because we think I'm mature in this, but we are really in an infancy stage. And so there are times that we throw in the towel or we give up, but we are still in the cultivation, the infancy, the
Yes.
growing, the nurturing is still
Yes.
required, which is really important to surround yourself, as you said, in with a system of
Yes.
individuals or a framework or something of that nature that lends itself for you to create healthy
Yes.
boundaries that don't keep
Yes.
you shackled, as well as allow for the opportunity for you to reach maturation. So
Yes.
I just had to,
I
because that
love
was
it.
the word right there. I said, ooh, that infancy. Yes,
I
yes,
love it. And
yes.
see, it's during the infancy stage that there are some crucial things we need to do. We just drop in appetizers today. So the one thing that I want to drop as an appetizer today during infancy, that is the time when you must focus on building the core of who you are, what your values are, what you will stand for, who you will become, who do you want people to know you as. You have to formulate who you are first. Because when you form who you are, you can now make proper decisions to create your destiny despite what other people think, despite what other people say, despite what the external atmosphere may be showing you. Because you are grounded, you know that regardless of what's happening around you, your foundation is so secure that you can catapult to the next level.
We keep hearing a resounding theme: knowing who you are. Deborah spoke about it yesterday. We spoke about it on Monday, I believe. It's knowing you have to know who you are.
Yes.
And if you don't know who you are, then you're going to be all over the place. It's
Yes.
difficult for you to create your destiny, if you don't know exactly who you are. So that's the first thing. You got to discover that. Who are you?
Yes.
And then who is it that you want to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, what do we do after that? Because we're moving out of infancy, right? And in order to do that, to create our destinies, We have to move in authority, sis and bro. Right? We have to move in authority, and you could only move in authority when that foundation is set. So, what does that mean? To move in authority, you have to inspect what you are attached to. Hallelujah. Attachments are also shackles.
Yes, yes. And you just gave me, we have been given authority. Like we have authority, but we do not take ownership of that authority many times. So I love that you brought that to the forefront because we authority is already ours, but it's our choices, going back to what you said, that give us the opportunity to either experience walking in that authority
Yes.
or to resist walking in that authority. Ooh,
Yes.
whole word.
Yes.
That's
And it's important to know
Powerful,
that
powerful.
as we begin to walk in authority, that too is a process, right? That too is a process. As a matter of fact, just the other day in coaching a young lady, one of the concepts that we talked about with the fact that there is a process to everything in life. But when you've gone through and you've navigated enough, you know after a particular point in time that things are going to work out regardless. But that takes taking action, falling, getting up, grabbing the lesson, taking action again, and building stronger in your authority every single time. Failure is a part of moving in your authority. So we must not be afraid to fail. We fail forward. That's what we do. We fail forward. So, in order to move in our authority, we have to inspect what we are attached to because sometimes those attachments are designed to keep, we ask ourselves, why am I not rising? Why am I not elevating? Why isn't my life getting any better? Because you are attached to people, places, experiences that
Mm.
keep you grounded. So to move in authority, we have to release some of our attachments. Secondly, to move in authority, we have to expand our expertise. This cook that we talked about earlier, she has the God-given talent to go in the kitchen, throw spices together, knock up a meal. But that's infancy. How does she now build on that? It takes investing in yourself. It takes, I mean, yes, you can attend free courses. Yes, you can go to the University of YouTube where all sorts of things are free. However, free will only give you access to so much.
Right.
At some point, to expand your authority, you must be willing to put your money where your mouth is and invest in your skills, invest in your knowledge. So, this cook may need to go to culinary school. This cook may need to go and do an internship at an organization where she can learn from other cooks. And so when we are in our infancy stage and we're looking to build our authority, we
Come
must
on,
begin
Quessa.
to invest in ourselves so that we can elevate our expertise. Because when we elevate our expertise, guess what happens? We build our confidence. And
Yes.
confidence is said to be the single most determining factor for success.
Yes. And success leaves clues. That's what we say. Success, it is not a wonder. You know, it's clear, right?
Yeah,
Yes, we know we
very
have
clear.
access to people's highlight reels on social media, all of that. But success leaves clues. It's very clear. And I want to just really go into DeQuesta. Something that you said is very powerful because there is this moment where we choose to invest in ourselves, where we realize that we are our best investment, right? And there's a moment that we also realize that YouTube ain't gonna do it anymore because I'm actually wasting time on YouTube and doing all of this, trying to take all these courses because sometimes we just start taking these courses because we think we quite honestly we think it's the easy way out and we can just
Yeah,
get what
it's
we
true.
right.
Yeah.
And so what I heard even in my spirit was that there has now been a shift of mindset.
Yes.
And so, a lot of people are the mindset coach, all of this, but it's mindset is really deep because it's the subconscious mind. It is programmed. It is because of our experiences, our upbringing. So mindset really is that's what be renewed, but be ye renewed. Be ye
By the
renewed.
renewing of your mind.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Be ye transformed. Be ye
Transformed by the
transformed by the
renewing.
renewing of
Yes.
Yes.
your mind.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the mind is
Yeah.
powerful. It's spiritual.
Powerful.
Yes.
Powerful. And you know what's amazing about the mind is that it brings to life what we attach ourselves to. Let me tell you a
Yeah.
quick little story about that, right? When I was a little girl, my primary nurturer died. And so during my teen years, those formative years, I heard words like, I'll never amount to anything. I'll never be anything. I'll never find a man that loves me. And so for a very long time, because my mind in its impressionable state were told these things by people who had authority over me, who were supposed to nurture and direct me, that I believed what they said. And because I believed it, belief drive action. I then set about making that reality. So I made
Yes, yes.
decisions. I was involved in a lot of relationships that broke my heart with men who didn't honor me, that were dishonest. These all tie back to beliefs that were implanted in my head that I would never amount to anything. So my question is, who's been speaking into your life and what have they been saying? That
Exactly, exactly.
you believe something that someone has spoken over your life and you are now manifesting that. So it is important for you to inspect that, to ensure that whatever they have said about you is actually true, or to determine, because you've rebuilt yourself, you now know who you are, that is something you need to throw away so that you can nurture yourself and build the confidence that you need to take action. Because we could go to all sorts of courses. We can expand our expertise in knowledge only. But if we do nothing with that knowledge, it doesn't elevate our lives. And so to get to the other side, or to move from a place of overwhelm into a place of taking ownership of our lives, we have to take action on what we learn. And that's a difficult process because sometimes it's very painful. And we
Yes.
don't want to sit in that pain, but we
Yes.
have to sit with it. We have to let it visit. We have to let it hurt us. We have to cry. We have to heal it. We have to just open the wound up and heal it and release it. And when we release it, we are now in a different state of mind and we can move forward confidently.
Yes, yes. And you move forward in a space of actual freedom and wisdom and discernment, as you said, knowing who you are, so that when that next curveball comes, you are not knocked off your block. You're very clear what your self-talk is. You're very clear in your level of confidence, your level of wisdom, experience, all of that you've been purposed for in this world to bring. So I just have to say, you need to be in this room, ladies that are on this replay and on right now. You need to be in this room. You need to grab yourself a seat in this room. We're going to drop the link here shortly, but this is what we're talking about, right? Because we need to have these conversations with a level of depth and not at a surface level. We have to be willing, as DeQuesta even said, just to just be free. We've got to come for our freedom, basically. And it is easy to go into these rooms, take these courses. Oh, let me write a few little notes. Oh, look how full my journal is. Look at all the information I got. But where is the action that's going to follow that? Who's holding you accountable to that? Because many times we say we're going to do something, but research even shows after the first 7 days, you've put that journal aside and you've gone on back into your mode.
Original state.
Come on, say it again, Dr. Esther.
Original state.
Yes.
Original state.
Yes. 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 So, yes. Go ahead, Dr. Esther. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, listen, and here it is. We're looking for action takers. There comes a point in where your life to where you say, I'm so tired of living like this. I could no longer survive like this. As a matter of fact, my destiny is at stake here. My destiny is at stake here. Right. You know, we're born and then we transition. What do we do with our lives? What are the choices we're making in our lives? What and success is a choice and it leaves clues. All the time. What are we doing to create the destiny that has been given to us from the day I like to say from the day we were knitted in the womb of our mother. Listen. And so it's time out now to stop being mediocre. It's time out now to say, I'm an action taker. And make that, and it begins with saying, I'm worthy. I'm worth this. I'm going to invest in me. Many times we'll invest in everything else. Listen, let me just give you a simple analogy. We all go, especially ladies, men do it too. We go get our nails done. You go get mani pedi. I don't know about where you guys live, but where I am, it's extremely expensive. So getting your, and I get the basics, y'all, and it's over $100. I don't get all the nice
Yeah.
fancy, all that stuff. It is
Yeah.
over $100. And I invest in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Esther, because one of the things that people say about why they can't invest in themselves is that they're broke. They don't have the money. I just don't have it. But if we inspect our financial habits, we can find, financial leakage, right? And if you want to create your destiny, if you want to create the life that you truly want to live, it requires sacrifice. And there are some things that we have to sacrifice. That again is a choice. We have to choose to sacrifice in the short term for the long term. And I want to tell you a story about that. When I got sick and tired of working in the corporate world, I said to myself, I'm sick and tired. I'm just tired of getting up every morning, going to the job, working in a toxic.
Harder up, y'all, if that's you. Harder up if that's you.
Yeah, having to put my brilliance under a rock because I don't want people to be insecure. I'm tired of it. And so as a result, I made a decision that I was going to step into my own business, but it wasn't going to be reckless. I wasn't going to just jump. So for 3 years, I sacrificed. I cut off all mainstream cable. I put the money in a bank account. I turned off the house phone and only use my cell phone. I put that money in a bank account. I stopped eating out 5 days a week. Went down to treat once a week. I stopped buying clothes over and over again and started reusing the pieces that I already had in my closet. I stopped wasting money and put that money in an account. And so at the end of 3 years, I was ready to jump. But I want to deepen my story because when I was ready to jump, my mom was one of those traditional moms who was like, I need you to stay on that job. I need to make sure you get this safe salary at the end of every week. You have bills to pay. And for a while, I wanted to appease my mom attachment and distraction. I wanted to appease someone outside of me. Who groomed me into becoming who I am today. Right. It wasn't until my mom passed away that I had the reality that day, that year that I said, hey, I'm going to step out. It was January. And she said, babes, no, I don't want, it's going to worry me. Please stay in that job, get your safe salary. She was dead October of the very same year. And in October, when my mom passed away, when I got word that she passed away, my reality was one day you are going to die. And you're going to sit on somebody else's job to please somebody else instead of creating the destiny that you want. Come on. Take this calculated risk on yourself and make a choice to pursue the thing that you know you were born to do. And so with a nest egg, which was as a result of sacrifice, another financial foundation. So I had the foundation of myself and I had the foundation of finances in the bank. I made a choice to create the destiny that I am currently living 6 years later.
Wow.
It takes
powerful. It takes sacrifice. And it's a choice. It's one decision. One decision can change your whole life. Making the right choice can change your whole life. Sacrificing can change your whole life. And are you worth the sacrifice?
Yes. That's it.
That's it. You have to see that your life, your destiny is at stake and you are worth the sacrifice. So what I want to encourage you today is make the decision. Make the decision to come to the soiree because we're telling you your life will change. Make the decision to do something different because this is profound, y'all. Y'all ready? This is serious. This is going deep. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
That's real. And opportunities are not here for a lifetime. I know many of us have other things that we've thought about and the opportunity has passed us by. How many more times are you going to allow that to happen? When do you say, this is my opportunity? See, what we do sometimes is we sit in this space of, I'm praying, I'm waiting on God.
Oh, come on.
People. He answers prayers through people and opportunities and in rooms. This is a room curated of high-minded women. So let me tell you, if you need to fly, fly. If you need to drive a few hours, drive a few hours. I'm
Yeah.
coming from California, okay?
I'm coming from the Bahamas.
And DeQuesta is coming from the
I'm
Bahamas.
coming from Delaware.
Nobody is in the Georgia area. We are all making a choice, and we are
Yes.
being obedient in what is
Yes.
being curated in this room.
Yes.
And you know, hey, this is where you get to show. Listen, we ask God for things. His provision is already made, but
Yes.
your preparation requires your full body participation. So it
Yes.
may be a plane, it may be a
Yes.
car, it may be a
Yes.
train, whatever it looks like, get there. Because I'm telling you now, let me just say it. Let me just say it. Holy Spirit just told me to say it. If you've been praying for the room of high-minded, high caliber women who are forward thinking, where you can bring any concerns you have about anything without judgment, this is the room for you. Get yourself here. Get your tickets today, especially while there is a $100 early bird savings, and get into this room to have these conversations, to have access. Access is the avenue for change. Access is the avenue for change. I can tell you, when I have invested in myself, that access that I have received has changed the trajectory of my life. Because here's the truth. People have diligently cultivated their own wisdom, from the rooms that they have also invested to be in, from the mentors that have been there, done that, from the million and billion dollar rooms that I know I have been in myself, as have you ladies. And it has been investments, it has been work, whatever it is, but it is through that access that I have moved through the avenue of change with lightning speed, that I have missed some of the errors and failures, right, that have caused other people to stop, that have kept me moving forward. Doesn't mean you're not going to have curveballs, as Deborah said yesterday. But you got to get there. You have been asking. If you're looking for cheap, it's time for you to change your mindset. Or listen, because I know I deserve premium, and I'm all about
all
premium.
the time.
Listen,
that's me all the way, all the way, all the way.
Yourself there. Garner the tools, garner the conversations that you can hide within your heart that are going to take you further. Because this is the room that people have the capacity, and the wisdom for all the dreams, all of the desires, all of the destinies that have been ordained for you. Get there. Get on a plane. Get there.
Yes.
And can I just add, for whoever, stop waiting for somebody to bless you. No, bless yourself.
That's it. I love it.
Bless yourself in the chat. Somebody to open the doors for you. Open your door. Bless yourself, because the opportunity of a lifetime is only available during the lifetime of the opportunity. It's not always going to be there, in other words. It is not always going to be there. At some point, it's going to go. So while you have the opportunity, take the action, make the decision. And I like to say, and jump. Jump, believing and knowing that this is for you. And not only does God got you, but you got you.
And we got you.
And we got you. And here we are together. How did we meet each other? Guys, we met each other in the same environment, the same community. Access.
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 As Alicia was talking, Dr. Esther, there was just one last point that I wanted to share about creating your destiny, and that is getting up under mentorship. All right. Mentorship is a game changer. Now, here's the thing about mentorship. There are some requirements for who you allow to mentor you, and you need to be in the room to hear what those requirements are. But not anybody should be your mentor. I'm going to tell you that there are times when we have good mentors, and there are times when we have bad mentors. But we have to know when the life of a mentorship is over, so that we can move forward, valuing all of the support and lessons that we have given and learned from a mentor. But mentorship means that we are surrounded by people, because it doesn't have to be one person. It could be a community like Festa, Donna, right? It could be this community. This could be mentorship, because the people around you are the people that you can glean from. Earlier, when I talked about inspecting your beliefs, one of the things when we talk about making decisions that align with our destiny is when we start to make a decision, this is what we say. I want to go to culinary school because we're going to go back to the cook, right? I want to go to culinary school. Her second thought is, but I wonder what my mommy is saying.
Mm.
I wonder what my boyfriend is going to think. I
Mhm.
wonder what my best friend is going to think. We start to think what other people
Mm.
is. But if you are surrounded by a community of people who you know are going to say, girl, go for it. Who you know,
Yes.
Yes.
how can I
Yes.
support you?
Yes.
Who are going to say, what are you waiting for? You have what it takes. Then that answer that you get is going to be affirmative. So getting up under mentorship and the right type of mentorship is going to help you make decisions and choices that will
Yes.
create your destiny. Now,
Yes.
I'll be very honest and tell you I have had great mentors, and I've had mentors who taught me who I don't want to become. And so, regardless of where you fall on that mentorship scheme, you will meet people that will advance you, and you will meet people who will teach you who not to be and who not to become.
Yes.
So it
Come on.
doesn't
Come
matter how
on.
that
Yeah.
mentorship
Yes.
relationship
Yes.
nurtures or how it falls apart, you always get a lesson.
Yes.
So you want to be
Always.
surrounded by people. When I was becoming, my mentor made me drop every single friend that I had at that particular point in my life because you know what he said to me? He said, if these are the people you are associating with, they doing the same things that you do. No one is pulling you up. So you need to release them if you want to go higher. And in 1 year, I journeyed by myself, learning me, building me, developing me, not being a chameleon, not giving into what I believe other people wanted, and not being what the environment wanted of me. I became so that when I
Yes.
came into that environment, I could shift the environment and I could authentically stand on my values because I
Yes.
Yes.
through mentorship that it was okay to be me, that it was okay to let my light shine.
Mm.
We have to know that we can't get to where we want to go. We cannot get to our destiny alone. And you have to be willing to sit at the feet of other people to learn.
Yes.
You have to be in rooms with women who have what they can pour into you. In Titus 2, we are called to teach the younger women the way forward. But for us to teach you, for us to mentor you, you have to be in the environment
Yes.
that we're
Come
in.
on.
We
Yeah.
can't teach you if we can't reach you.
Woo! Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Come
Listen.
on. Come on.
Listen. I
We
need a
can't.
mic to drop on that because
I know. I
wow.
know.
Listen, I'm about
Good
to start
stuff.
running around.
Good stuff. So what I hear you saying is that you've got to surround yourself with the right people. You have to be in the right place with the right people at the right
Yes.
time,
Yes.
Yes.
And I also
Community.
right?
and I love
Community.
that. I
Community.
love how
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
that mentorship also can be in communities. We have a vision that sometimes mentorship is only one-on-one, and it is in these rooms, right, where you have the wisdom, not just with the facilitators or the teachers in that moment, in that room, but also the other people who have said yes, right, because you know where their mind is, and they also have experiences that are going to lend themselves to those high level
Yes.
conversations to
Yes.
move you forward. As you said, my mom was the same way. Love her, rest in peace. But she was like, stay in corporate. But I was so grateful I had these other women over here that were like, oh no, we about to do this thing. So it is so important, and it's so beautiful that you brought that to the forefront. Thank you. Thank you for that point. That was just powerful. And
Yes.
we're going to be closing soon. So, Dr. Esther, I'd love to give it back to you. Yes, she is preaching, Bert.
Oh
Birthday
yeah.
past the offering plate, man.
She is. So I'm so super excited because this is this is just the appetizer of what you're going to get at the FDD soiree in July. I just feel so honored and blessed just to be in the environment with powerful women,
Yes.
high level thinking women.
Mm, mm,
Women who are saying, I got you. Women
yes.
who are saying, let's support each other. Let's learn from each other. Let's glean. Because you see, in every situation, Jaquessa, I love what you said. In everything you can learn. You learn what to do and you learn what to do. What's going to be powerful about this particular environment is that it's very intimate. It's a small group. We are not allowing, as I said this yesterday, the masses to come in.
Yeah.
Uh, we want the smaller group.
Yeah.
The
Intimacy.
group, exactly. The group that we can speak into, the group
Mhm.
that we can say, let's talk about this. This is a time of where we get to exchange with each other. And what's also great about this is even the premier experience. When you say, okay, I'm in, I'm coming, and you're going to save that $100. I'm ready to save that $100. I'm registering today, and I'm even coming to the premier experience. Then you get all of us at the premier experience, which by the way is even smaller. Why smaller, you say? Because we just want the opportunity to pour into.
Mhm.
When you come in, the way that you come in, you will not leave the same way unless
No,
you
ma'am.
choose to leave the same way. But if you choose to learn, if you choose to glean, if you choose to get everything that you can get out of it, I guarantee you that's exactly what's going to happen. If you choose to be teachable and you say, you know what, I have not arrived. I go into many environments that I can say, oh, I may know this, I may know this, but every time I go, I learn something even more. Even more. I'm an educator. I'm in early childhood education. I go to education conferences all the time. And some of the information, I'll admit, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same information. But what I decided to do one day is go in with a whole different perspective. And what I found is that I always came out with something new.
Mhm.
This is an
Yeah.
environment of
Yeah.
innovative, powerful
Yes.
women,
Yes.
high level thinking women. And
Yes.
so you want to be a part of this. And so the link is right there. I posted the link, it's in the chat. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself now because this could literally change your life.
Yeah.
And if you're saying, I need more, and if you're saying, I just want to be in the room, well, this is the room for you.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
high energy room, it's a positive, forward thinking room.
Yes.
It's a safe space. And I'm excited for you to be a part of the room. Come into
Yeah.
the community. Join us as women, powerful women in leadership,
Yes.
forward thinking, forward moving, building all of our muscles. Why? Because we will be at the head of the table. We will
Mm.
be at the head of the table. We're not trying to take the place of men. We don't have to. We stand in our own right
Yes.
as powerful women. We have been created for a destiny, and our destiny is very specific.
It
Yeah.
is.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Very. And so that's where we are. So join us and come to our Festa Della Donna. And if you want the premier experience, I love to hear Alicia talk about the premier experience. So talk
Mhm.
about it a little because
You
she's
got it.
like, y'all, you get the whole vision when she's talking about it. You're like, oh my God, I'm just right there.
So let's just first ground that in that you deserve premier. You
Yeah.
deserve exemplary. You
Yes.
deserve excellence. You
Yes.
deserve to breathe the rare air that only 3% of the world breathes. And
Yes.
that is us. We're here to make history. It's our time. And so the premier experience is just that. It is going to be in a beautiful Airbnb. We are having it catered, and it will be just such an experience where you get to come in, you get to kick your shoes off, you get to put your fluffy socks on,
Yes. Yes.
and we get
Yes.
to have
Yes.
girlfriend conversations, right? And girlfriend conversations, here's the part about that too, is that there's also a space sometimes where correction is required, right?
Yeah.
Because love corrects. If
Yeah.
Love
I
that.
didn't love you, I wouldn't
Yes.
correct you. I wouldn't correct you. And what I mean by correcting you is let's think this a little differently. Let's move into this avenue a little bit differently than we are. Let's get through this roadblock that you might be having. We're going to talk about anything from money, and it doesn't matter where you are. So don't think like, well, I don't have, multiple seven figures or six figures or whatever your mindset block is. Don't allow that to stop you.
Yeah.
Because we're
Yeah.
going to meet you where you are. Each one of us is at different places.
Yes.
So it's just a representation of the room.
Yeah.
And
It
so
really
we're
is.
going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about leadership. We're going to be talking about tactics. Like we can get granular with what you're experiencing. We're going to be sharing. You're going to be sharing. It is just going to be an energy filled room of laughter, love, moving forward, opportunity, new connections, new possibilities. Like I'm just getting giddy thinking about it. I'm just so excited. But it is going to be, I just believe women deserve beautiful
Yes.
experiences.
Of
I believe
course.
we deserve beautiful experiences. Why do we have to create more in something that is mediocre? I believe in exemplary. So does Dr. Esther. The venue is beautiful. So all of these touch points are curated for you and for us to
Yeah.
create more together.
Yes.
So I invite you to invest in yourself in the premier creme de la creme experience and be in the room and let's talk, let's laugh, let's get you further, let's get you unstuck and and let's get you unafraid too. Because
Yes.
sometimes fear is really the reason that holds us back. We don't go into those higher level rooms because we're fearful of being pulled up or we have a fear of being maybe even exposed. We're not going to expose you in a manner that is going to make you want to hide. We're going to just reveal some points that you may be stuck on. And so come into this room. Let's grow together. Let's create more. The sky's the limit. Let's make
Make history.
history. Yes.
Let's make history.
Let's
And when you
make
come to the
history.
premier experience, then you will join us for the bling sneaker ball.
Yes.
We're so put your cocktail dress on and your bling sneaker, and let's just enjoy each other with a night of just dancing, good food, and just again, powerful conversations. I'm excited about that.
Very.
And we're not done. You know, on the commercial they say, but wait.
There's more.
There's more. If you're interested in being a vendor,
Yes.
right? Come on in. Because as a vendor, not only will you expose your brand, your product, this is an opportunity for you to elevate your business. Get it out there. We've got some powerful vendors that are building their business. And
Yeah.
so join the community. Come on in and be a vendor at the FDD soiree in Atlanta, Georgia,
Yes.
July 19th, no, July 20th.
Mm-hmm.
July 20th.
Okay.
I was going July 20th. I've got my travel days mixed up, y'all. July 20th to the 22nd, right?
Yes.
For the premier experience, July 20th through the 22nd. For the general, it's July 21st and 22nd. But
Yes.
I'm sure you want to be a part of the premier experience.
And
So
there's only 25 seats, and I haven't checked to see how many are left. So there's only 25.
we've got less than 25 seats left because
Yes.
I don't know how many, but I do know people have registered for
Yes.
the premier experience.
I've
So,
seen that too.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
get in the room, join the premier experience. Like I said, catered event, catered premier experience. And yes, we have wine. And yes, we have sparkling cider and sparkling water. Whatever your pleasure, we have it.
Yes,
how do you
yes.
say whatever you like?
Whatever you like.
And I want to also join you in this appeal in inviting women to come into this space. Make this sacrifice for your own development. 5 years ago, when I started my business, it wasn't progressing the way I wanted it to. I paid a coach. She sat down with me for 3 hours. She made a commitment that I would earn my money back in 1 year. I earned it back in 3 months.
Wow.
And so when you get the knowledge and you apply it, you can get returns on it. So make the sacrifice to be in the room, to learn how to elevate your life, elevate your business, elevate your circumstances, and you will reap rewards if you take action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. So
All right.
basically what we're all saying is that we're going to help you get there faster than
Yeah.
it took us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? I love it. I love it. I thank you guys. Thank you so much, Duquesa. What a powerful conversation.
Yes.
This is day 3 of the Success Jam. This is the last day, y'all. So you want to make sure that you jump on, get your tickets while the early bird, save that $100 because a penny saved is a penny earned. Get your ticket, get your hotel, whatever it is that you need to do. We're in the Atlanta area, Midtown Atlanta, lots of beautiful hotels in that area, and just jump on with us. We are so super excited that you will be with us. Can't wait to see you. Thank you. Gary says this is good stuff. Yolanda says, will be an amazing experience. John Graham said, oh, Bert said, hey, John Graham. John Graham also said, can't teach what you can't reach. Preach. They're telling you to preach, Duquesa.
Yes.
Let's see. I mean, we've just got a yes. Gary said, you're in my head. You know, Margaret said, come on, sis, teach. Listen, powerful comments. Read all the comments. Come from wherever you are in the world. Can't wait to see you there. God bless you. We love you. Have a wonderful rest of your week with intention. Have an intentional week. Take care.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.